I'm Brandy Chastain, and you are watching Bay Area Sports Wrap.
And especially since this is our first game at home this year, when I call on you, if you could introduce yourself and who you represent. Ann?
Hi, Albertin. Ann Killian with the San Francisco Chronicle. Can you talk about your changes in the starting lineup, and especially Asisat? She didn't play tonight.
Yeah, she did not, because we're right now looking at playing different systems. We want to be unpredictable. That's one of the things it was very important for us. We played a 3-5-2 last weekend. Today we played a 4-3-3, and we need a little bit more of that defensive side of it. Asisat is one of the best goal scorers in the world, and we're going to be using her hopefully in the next game where she's had a lot of success. So it had to do more of just a rotation. I've made it very clear to the team that everyone is important, and they can all have an impact in the game. And I think right now we have 25 starters. I really do. And every single game right now, I think we're going to see changes to the lineup quite often because they're capable of doing it. And teams don't know what we're going to throw at them.
William Espy of Sports Radio Service. Following up on the lineups, one player who stood out to me in the lineup was Caroline Conti. How much did it mean to her to get start today, and what did you see from her this week that made that decision for you?
So it's not what we saw this week, it's what we saw all of last year and all of preseason. She's someone that comes in and works and plays for her team and has had a lot of success, is now playing with a lot more confidence. That's what happens after the first year, right? Last year, we didn't necessarily experiment as much. I don't think I did an excellent job in playing players as much as they could, because I was still trying to get to know the team. We were as a staff as well. And now, a year into it, we're like, okay, we know Caroline can play up top. She was actually, we were considering playing her in the midfield. But it's just kind of that feel that they're starting to understand. And whatever position we put them in the assignment, they take it on. So credit to Caroline, because I thought she had a phenomenal game. She did exactly what we asked her to do, holding up, defending, putting pressure in certain parts of the field, and her and Taylor connected really well.
Paula?
Yes, Paula Baruri, 10 a.m. Congratulations for the victory.
Thank you.
As the second year of the franchise, how do you feel to connect with your fans? I have two more questions, one in English, one in Spanish, so I really finish that.
No, again, I said it earlier, these fans are it's the electricity, and we feel it, we talk about it, and it's genuine from the time we step on the field. And even at the end, in the 88th minute or 89th minute, they're chanting Bay FC, Bay FC. They're still with us from start to finish. And you look at other teams around the league, and I don't necessarily feel that, right? When you go and play away and the fan base isn't quite there. So hopefully that stays here with us. I know it will, because we're going to continue being an exciting football team, and they're going to really get to know the players, what they're about. And if you're a kid out there and you see you're a forward, like a Rudy, like a Rachel, a Penelope, whoever is in there, Carly, in the 89th minute, 88th minute, still dropping all the way back and defending and playing for their team, and that's what it's about. So, yeah, the fans give us that extra energy, and we love playing in front of them.
So we were talking during practice this week how important was to convert the statistics, information, data. Now, what improvements did you see with Racing in Louisville tonight?
So it's hard for me to say, because I need to go back to video now and watch it when I'm nice and calm and relaxed, and then start preparing for Washington Spirit. Someone that we want to get them back, because it was a good game at the end of last season. But it really comes down to going back to video and seeing what we can improve on, because I thought we had a good first half, but even at halftime the message was like, hey, we can be better, and in these areas. So we saw a couple of glimpses of the video at halftime. And then what I will say is, the game, it's football for you. So there were so many different parts. I thought we were very good. I'm going to go on and on right now. I thought we were very good in the first half in our transition and recognizing areas that we could attack them in. And that's something that we worked on. In the second half, we showed a little bit of grit. They had a lot of corner kicks. That's not necessarily something we want to see. But we found a way to defend. And then at the very end, we closed it out with some really good football. So the video, from my head right now, I'm like, hey, look what we did in the last 3 minutes of the game. I don't think they almost touched the ball. And then we got a great shot off, right? So It's can we put it all together, and that's a process. And
It's going to be a before and after tonight. Y la última pregunta en español, ¿qué importante fue anotar primero, mantener la calma y terminar con el resultado esta noche? Thank you, gracias.
siempre es muy importante anotar primero. Cuando uno anota primero, tiene la confianza que puede jugar bien y tranquilo, porque algunas veces los nervios están ahí. Y cuando McCarley, el primer juego que empezó, ella mete un gol así, y ahora está tranquila, el equipo completo, y eso es muy importante para nosotros. Gracias.
Jeff Wensing, Bob on Sports Break. Good to see you again, Coach, and congrats on the win. Kind of maybe a two-parter, but first off, your thoughts on Jordan's goal this season. You guys coming into season, goalkeeping was kind of a question mark. Jordan's kind of really held her own. One goal conceded these two matches, made some great saves tonight, some clutch saves tonight. Your thoughts on how she's kind of handled it so far?
She's done much more than hold her own. We brought her in last year because we saw so much potential in her, and you're starting to see it. She was young, but she's got the athletic ability. She's really good with her feet, and she's just growing in confidence. And what I've told her for the last few weeks is, I feel at ease. I'm comfortable, and I'm confident when she's on the field. And there's a lot to be said for that with the goalkeeper, but she's earned it. The way she's trained and the way she carries herself. So incredibly excited for her and happy.
So kind of follow up on that, when you're comfortable with her, is that what's allowing you to kind of change tactics week in, week out, just because you feel that confident at the back?
That's one part of it, but it's also just we're all much more familiar with each other. Last year we played in a 4-3-3. Let's understand a 4-3-3. This year we just changed. Okay, this week, but we've already done that last week, right? So what we've brought in now, it's just you're fine tuning. So the players that come in, they can understand their assignments much easier. So it's just an evolution of us playing as a team and time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Albertin Christian Babcock with the Mercury News. What have these past 3 weeks been like for you guys with everything that's been going on?
So I don't even think about it because we're having so much fun. Like, I look forward to coming to work every day with our staff, with our players. We're enjoying it. Like, you can't tell. And that's how it's always been, and that's what we're trying to create, that environment. And you can see it, the players, I mean, you should go out and watch some of these sessions when they let you, right? But everyone's enjoying themselves, having fun. But then when it's time to play and compete, they're getting after it, and they're challenging each other, and they're demanding perfection from each other. And that's really, they're creating that. And so, again, the question has been distraction. Absolutely not. That's why you don't see it out there, because we're so focused on getting better and enjoying the type of football. But it's only a second game of the season. Lots of games, but you're going to see a lot this energy, because you could see they all played for each other every single minute. Not one person gave up, and they all defended together, attacked together. We're a unit. That's what a coach strives for.
Speaking of fun, can you take me through your view of Carly's goal?
Honestly, no, don't shoot. You're too far. Okay. Good job. Don't listen to me, because the XGs, you're like, okay, and she took a touch that kind of slowed her down a little bit. It was an off touch. So I'm already looking at the runs. I'm like, but she scores goals like this all the time. But then she also sometimes, skies it for about 25 yards. So you give them that freedom and confidence. So I was just, in awe, applauding, and I'm glad I didn't say anything, and she didn't hear it. So, because there were probably better options, but when you score a goal like that, that's just the confidence in a player believing in themselves. So,
Really? Oh, sorry, did you have another?
I just wanted to say, have you ever seen a run like that where, it was pretty much the whole field?
Not in a while. I'm trying to think. No, because she won that ball, battled for it, and then just carried it for about 70 yards. I don't know, something like that. And then the fact, though, the run, I'm not surprised, because she's got that pace. You're going to see it. And it's the way she strikes the ball, because then she still put it on the upper 90 with power on the run. That's more difficult than the actual run, because she has the physical qualities. But then now there was that end product. So.
Okay, we're going to go
back corner.
Brian G. Santa Cruz Voice. So, Coach, with the arrival of Abby last year, and then from there till now through Coachella and the first couple games, it seems like this team has really started having their calling card being that defense, being contesting every shot. And with your talking about changing all of these tactics, are you kind of week to week looking how you can best defend who you're going to be playing against?
Absolutely.
And then your goal is to shut it down, and you'll take a 0-0, but if you get some goals, it's okay?
Yeah. So absolutely, the tactics now, much more so than last year. Let's look at our opposition. How are we going to be able to defend them well? How are we going to be able to exploit them in the attack? Last year was, let's figure out what we have, who plays well with each other, and then this mindset of togetherness. So yes, Abby came in at the right time as we were starting to kind of like really understand each other more and more. So now it's continued. It's continued all through preseason. And yeah, the defense looks great, but it's because 11 players are defending. All 11 are defending. They have that mentality. And that's what a coach will always ask of their players, right? So they're defending, they're attacking, they're supporting each other. And the message has been, look, you can take chances in the attack. You can be creative, because if we lose it, they got your back. Everyone here has their back, and that goes a long ways. And we got to continue doing it.
All right, we got time for one more in the back corner.
Hey, Coach. Mark College, Bay Area Sports Rap. Good to see you again. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
But one of the players I want to talk about is Taylor Huff. It seemed like she was one of the unsung heroes tonight. Just talk about how her creativity is in the midfield and how happy you are to have her in that midfield spot like that.
That's the reason why we were after her for a couple of years. I mean, last year as well. And with Taylor, she's different because she plays like a 10. She's creative. She's got this technical ability, but she has the engine of an 8, which is from box to box. That's someone that's very difficult to defend, because if you're man marking them, you can't. She's covering too much distance. And if you're zoning, then she understands pockets that she can exploit you in. And my message to her today and going into this game was, you have the freedom. You roam around. You find the pockets, because she has it in here, right? And Kiki and Dorian will protect you underneath. And then those two, Kiki and Dorian, would move off her. But she has that freedom. She's earned it all through preseason. We saw those qualities, and it's nice to see that she's coming right into the pro game and has been able to do it. So we're going to continue seeing more and more out of Taylor Huff. She's a very talented player, but even more importantly, it's her work ethic. She wants to be one of the best in the world. She does. She has that mindset. You bring a player like that, and we already have quite a few, it's infectious, right? So they all are kind of, hey, I want more. I want to be better. And she's has impressed us all. I mean, we knew what she could do, but the fact that she's already doing it this soon is quite impressive.
You were after her last year too?
What's that?
You were after her last year too?
Yeah.
Trying to pull her out of course?
Well, we just kept watching her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought she was. Yeah, she's a special talent. So we were very interested, but we were still putting everything together last year. So we were just excited that she chose to come and play for us. It just says a lot about our organization and everyone involved in being able to bring her. And Hannah as well, because Hannah's a national team player, but she's actually going back to school tomorrow for it. So, and we're going to integrate her, and I know I'm just going on, but she's also a very talented player that you'll see, and they're all going to play a role in it.
Is that why you got her some playing time, just because you knew she wasn't going to be around anymore?
Yeah, it's just to give her an experience in front of our home fans, and she's earned it all as well. She's been playing well, but just integrating her with the team just a little bit, and then when she comes back, she's like, okay, I've already got a game under my belt, and she's not but she said she was so nervous afterwards. Of course you were. First game, and with the fans like this, when you were playing in front of 15,000. So I was like, well, now you got it. You played great, and now she knows what to do.
Hi, Noah Lowry from the Giants here for Bay Area Sports Wrap. Please give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.